This is a project that I supervised and did an install on last year, and this is this is a Google Earth image that I got offline, and then I kind of went in and drew these conduit markings. So each of these little green boxes here, green squares, are pull boxes, although I spelled bull. I couldn't figure out how to go back and edit, so there's a lot of little typos that I just left. Blue lines are conduit. So we got a pull box here, and then here's the guard shack. I mean, the little building we're in right now with the light poles 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we came back at the very end and added number 20. And then we go from pole box to pole box. We got a pole box here and a pole box here. So then everything kind of spreads out and then runs up this loop all the way around. I think it was 2,500 feet, if I remember correctly, from this building right here, which is where we're currently standing, where our power supply is, to the furthest fixture. We ran 1-inch conduit and number 10 wire. And for instance, like this circuit here, I believe under full load has 12 amps. And everything is on 20 amp breakers. 20 amp breakers. And works pretty well. Right here is just some base little cheap rotary timers I put in. Intermatic. Work really well. The idea is eventually they're going to do an automated system that we can log into remotely. So these are just kind of placeholders with some flex conduit, so I can change it over easy in the future. Like I said, here's my wire kind of diagram, so that in the future, if somebody gets in one of these boxes, they kind of know what's what. This is the power panel 2, PP2-2, that's breaker 2, breaker 4, breaker 6, and then what lights they actually run. So let's say down here on the bottom, the brown wire is power panel 2, circuit 11, roadway light poles. So there's a 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. So every other light. So that way we could turn off one timer and I'm only running half the lights, if that makes sense. Keeps us from a little more evenly distributes the lighting. If we wanted to turn off, if we didn't need to run both lights on each pole, I could turn off every other light, if that makes sense. So the project turned out real well. Haven't had any issues. We had, I think, one light go bad that we haven't yet replaced. We found some used poles on Craigslist, 30-foot steel poles that we just took and painted with an epoxy. That one's got 3 lights on it. It's a 30, and then most of them are what you see there, which is a 30-foot pole with a dual bullhorn. And I think those are 18-inch or 20-inch bases there. So anyway, and like I said, that's a 277 system. So this is a pump house here, so we were able to get our 277 off of that.